Hey guys, what is going on? In this lesson we're gonna make a website! Okay, let's go. Alrighty YouTubers, so if you were following along, now you have all the knowledge necessary to make, together with me, your first website. So, in your editor of choice, or whatever way you know, let's make a new file. And that's gonna be a new HTML file called index.html. Now right off the bat I have some boilerplate. If you don't, then just take your time and type this in. Done? Well, that was fast, that was not even a second. I know, you paused, right? So, let's make a title and this is going to be a home page. Alright. Okay, let's open up this page in a browser. And there we go. We got nothing, but we're gonna start throwing some stuff in. Okay, so first, I want a header saying which page we are on right now. And this is a home page, right? If you reload the page, we have our header. Next, well, we're gonna make more than one page, right? So we will need some sort of navigation. And the way we do that most commonly is using lists and list items and then links inside the list items. So let's see if we can do that. We have unordered list, we get a list item and a tag in between. Alrighty, and this a tag is going to declare we're gonna write to which page we go. So this is, let's say, a home page, and href is going to be index.html. Let me just show you what's going on. So in your project directory, you see that under the project directory you have one file, and that's called index.html. Okay, let's make another page right now, and that's gonna be, I don't know, let's make a contact page. And let's say when we click on contact, we want to be taken to contact page.html, but we don't have it so far, right? So let's make it. Okay, anyway, you know how to make it. Contact, and now you see we got two pages. Alrighty, let's give it a title of contact and body. Let's try to keep ourselves consistent, and I'm just gonna copy paste this in with the h1 tag of contact page. And let's make it this page as well. Okay, let's reload our index page right now, and you see we have home page. But if we click on contact, we're gonna be taken to our contact page, and that is this one, right? Now we have two documents here. This is cool, right? So let's continue working on our homepage for now. So, what do I want to do now? I want to introduce myself, right? So let's say in H3 or H2 tags, let's say H2, I'm gonna write in my name and my last name. So that would be this. You can write your own. Next, I want an image of myself. And let me drag into the video lessons a picture of me called profile.jpg. Call your pictures whatever you want, but I would advise you guys not to use space in between the names. It must be like single name, or otherwise it won't really work too good. So I have dragged in a profile picture that you know this already if you're following along, this fine looking gentleman, right? So I want an image right under my name. So how do we do that? Well, the source is not gonna be http, well, if I could write today, http blah blah blah, because we're not referring to the internet right now. We're just working in our local home directory, like video lessons, right? So profile.jpg, and alt is going to be a picture of a fine gentleman. Let's reload the page and we have our header too and a picture of myself. Okay, you don't want to put a picture of myself on your website, so just use your picture. Next, I don't know, let's say I want H3 tag. And here I'm gonna say, who am I? And now, let's use another header. And this one is going to be, I am a web developer. Let's reload the page and see how it looks like. It looks okay, but I am a web developer. I want this to be italic letters, right? So I'm gonna use I tag, right? If you're following along, you know all about this. Let's reload. And yeah, it looks alright. But maybe I want H2 tags. Yeah, this is gonna look better. I'm a web developer and now I want to say something about myself. But since I'm shy and I don't want to talk about myself, which I'm not shy, but I'm gonna just make some random Lorem paragraphs. Okay, and one more, let's say, Lorem San. Okay, and some of this text I want to be bolded, so I'm gonna say, let's say this is important. So I'm gonna bold it out, and there we go. But let's say, yeah, I want spaces there. I want another section just like this. So I'm just gonna copy paste. Because I'm lazy and we have like limited time. Who am I? What do I do? Let's go with that. What do? I make websites. I make websites and we're just gonna keep the same lorem text. Okay, this is starting to look like a web page right now. So we have a title of a web page, we have some navigation, contact page has nothing in there so far. But homepage is populated, right? My name, my image of myself, a little bit of who am I, what do I do, and okay, let's finish it up with the footer. And in our footer, I don't know, we can say, yeah, the usual footer things. So let's go with footer tag, and we're gonna drop in the layouts in a second. But let's start with this. So copyright, and this is HTML entities I'm gonna do right now. It's called HTML entity and you can read more about it. It's just a way for a browser to put in little tags of text that you want and that usually are not on the keyboard. And there is a whole bunch and a whole list of which entities you can use and what their names are. And I'm going to leave the link in the description, so make sure you check it out. So copyright, pattern, width, and let's say just dev things, all rights reserved. This is something that could end up in footer, right? And I want the text to be italic as well. Let's see, I think it's okay. I'm going to introduce another HTML tag and it's gonna be called break. Now breaks, well, they're the same thing that you might think inside, when you're inside a web document, a Word document, that's like when you hit an enter, that's a break in HTML. So, okay, this looks good, but it's not really, it's just all over the place, so let's just give it some meaning, right? So, these things, list and homepage, the title of a page, this should be in a header, right? Because this is like a header, I guess. So this is gonna go in there. And UL, this UL, well, that's a navigation. So we're gonna use nav. I'm just gonna do this. So yeah, it makes sense. So this looks good. And I'm gonna copy and paste this into the contact page as well. Just so I can spare some time. Contact page, okay. What else do we have here? This is a section of a web page containing my image and my like personal information. So we're gonna give it a div. Let's just say a div is good enough. A blank, nice, you know, can be anything. And then who am I? I'm a web developer. Well, this is a section. You know, this is gonna be a section of a website. So we're gonna enclose it in a section tag, and let's just indent it so it looks nice. Okay, and we have another section, right? Okay, let's drop it in. And I think after we save and reload, it looks absolutely the same because these tags are just layouts, you know, just markups that we can later use, you know, and we can save ourselves some headache with later on trying to find some stuff. Okay, so what we are gonna do, we're gonna make some comments now. This is where the header starts. Let's make some comments. This is where the header ends. Okay, and I'm just gonna stop here and maybe just do this navigation. Oops. Alrighty. But if you wanna continue and I'm just gonna do this section here. Okay, so title of the page. If you wanna comment out the entire document, fine, you can do that. I'm just gonna stop here. And now, after we save and do this, let's go to contact page. Okay, so here I wanna add up some contact information about me so people can find me. Okay, first I'm gonna copy the footer and just drop it there because I wanna have footer on this page as well, right? And I had 2 break tags, right? So I'm gonna use 2 break tags as well so we can separate it a little bit from the content. And now here, well, how do I want to display this? I'd say a table is good for now. Okay, table, and we're gonna make a table row with table data of, let's say, email. Okay, alrighty, and right underneath it, my email, well, let's just use something general. johndoe@example.com. Okay, let's see if we're doing the good stuff. Okay. Next, I want a phone number so people can call me. Phone number. And phone number is gonna be, I'm just gonna use something through the page and it's there. But it looks like it's really glued one to each other, so let's just make some space there. I'm just gonna use this. This is not what we use when we make tables. We use later on CSS to make edits to each element of the CSS, of the HTML element, but let's just do this so we can separate a little bit. So I think this is enough. We have our contact information right now, and I'm gonna introduce one more interesting thing, and that's called HR. HR means horizontal line, basically. So this is how it looks like. It's just a horizontal line that's going to go through the whole page or through the whole section. Okay, so now it looks good. So we have our home page and a contact page, and yeah, this is pretty much it, right? We have our first website coded using nothing but an HTML. I hope you guys are feeling proud, because this is a proud moment, right? You made the actual website. If you upload this on a server, for example, this would work. This would be the genuine, actual website that people can, you know, access and see information on. So yeah, congratulate to yourself. And I'm going to zip this folder probably and place it on my Google Drive so you guys can download. And from this similar to this setup, we're going to continue to start learning CSS and making our website look pretty, because right now it's just plain, right? Text on white. Okay, thank you very much for following along. If you like the video, like it. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe and follow me along on our journey. I'll be back tomorrow with the introductions with CSS and what it means and what it does to the website. So, I'll see you soon. Ciao!